A reading from St Matthew's Gospel, chapter 18, beginning to read at verse 15. If another member of the church sins against you, go and point out the fault when the two of you are alone. If the member listens to you, you have regained that one. But if you are not listened to, take one or two others along with you, so that every word may be confirmed by the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. If the member refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church, and if the offender refuses to listen even to the church, let such a one be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. Truly I tell you, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Again, truly I tell you, if 2 of you agree on earth about anything you ask, it will be done for you by my Father in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there among them. I spent most of last Saturday glued to a computer screen. Why, you might ask? Because each year, as some of you will know, on the bank holiday weekend, I go to a Christian arts and music festival called Greenbelt. Like so many events this year, it was cancelled. But for a £10 ticket, it was possible to experience Greenbelt through the virtual reality we are now embracing in this digital age. Greenbelt organisers had set up an amazing group of musicians, talks and discussions to keep us going from 11 in the morning until 10 at night, and it was so worth it. With speakers from the West Bank talking about the hardships of the Palestinian people, to Baroness Varsi chairing a panel discussion on the future of Britain in the light of the current pandemic, to Harry Baker and Chris Reed sharing their unique style of poetry, songs and jokes, to podcasts and films to watch. From the moment I sat down with my Greenbelt t-shirt on, my Greenbelt coffee mug in hand and my paper wristband in place, I felt at home in that very unique and special place. Yes, physically in my own home, but also connecting with a community and an experience which over the years has for me been life-changing. I can go on about Greenbelt endlessly, about the sense of freedom young and older people experience, about the inclusivity, about the interesting people you meet and have conversations with, about the quality of the speakers and the variety of performances on offer. So why am I mentioning this today? Our reading focuses on the importance of living in a community, and in particular the ways that we treat each other. Matthew's focus is on disagreements and how they should be resolved. What I love about Greenbelt is the atmosphere, the sense of freedom, the looking out for each other, especially when you camp. I have rarely seen anyone arguing or children being shouted at, and generally people are kind, thoughtful and considerate. For one weekend of the year, it is a community of like-minded people from all walks of life, coming together to learn, have fun, shed tears at times, to be challenged, and most importantly, to try to understand ourselves better. It seems that whatever century we are born in, living together in a community, whether that is a family, church fellowship, at work or alongside our neighbours, community life is a challenge, but also the very means by which we find out who we really are and what it means to be human. Because of this pandemic, people have missed going to their regular meetings, whether that's a choir or the gym, to church or their local book club. The places where we learn to discuss, negotiate, problem solve and work together. The places where we learn about ourselves within all the different relationships and the complexities of life. Back in March, much of life appeared to stop for a while, and we had more time to realise that all our communities are connected to each other in some way or other, and that here is an opportunity to imagine a new society, a more loving, ethical and just society, where everyone is valued, and where we can develop a new understanding of who we are and how we are connected. COVID-19 has brought into focus the opportunity to change the things that are not working. I would just like to end with a quote from the Greenbelt Weekend. Are we doing what we are doing from a place of love? We can make a positive difference in the groups and communities that we are members of if we act from a place of love. Amen.